Chef, I mean Sandy and everybody, everybody came together as a community, as a family, not just a community. This was like a family. And we came together, we sat out at the pit, it was hot, but you know what, no one complained. I got to meet so many new people during the hurricane that it made me feel really special. I think Scott, I met him at Miss Barbara. Some people I knew their faces, but I got to be really closer to them. And a special shout out to Miss Ladidra. She's always, since I've been here, been very supportive of the community. And for you to have the community at heart, to go and make sure whether they had bought anything or not. You told us, whether you have anything, if you see me over something and you see food, you're always welcome to eat. And thank you for making me feel like you are my family. I appreciate each and every one of you.
And this is kind of silly, I guess. I was lucky enough that I wasn't here for the hurricane. But I have heard so many good things about how this community came together that it makes me proud to live here.
My name is Mary. I just want to give thanks to everyone. It was wonderful to see how everyone just came together. And I want to give a special thanks to Dee. She's always around doing something, but very seldom does she get a verbal recognition. So we found places that were open. We brought back food or coffee for everyone that they would allow us to bring. We shared batteries, we shared lights. When one lantern or a battery umbrella light went down, we shared fans. Whatever we could think of to help. If someone's battery ran out, we went and looked in the dark and we found another battery, so it was just wonderful how everyone came together. And the reason I chose Dee, a special thing she did in addition to taking Miss Willie and Diane to a friend's house to cook food, like a major breakfast meal for us, bring it back. I mean, there was biscuits, bacon, sausage, you name it, potatoes. They actually, one of these friends, it's a friend of mine also, but a closer friend to Dee, power was out as well, but the power came back on. She knew this, so she took members from here, took food, cooked there, brought back for the community. And then on top of that, another day, just before our power came on, put a group of us together who went to his house so we could charge our phones. And we got food, and air, oh my goodness, air. So there was food, air conditioning, charging of our phones, and just another mini community get together. And then that evening our power came back on. So thank you, Dee.
And thank you for the part to know where to start. I was so honored to be a part of this community and see how we came together and took everyone's need. No one said no, as far as I could tell. From my food's gonna spoil, let's have a potluck, to Chef Ed cooking every night and miraculously producing a generator out of thin air that we could use to charge phones, to people helping each other up and down the dark stairwells to make sure that nobody got hurt. Sorry, Liz, still did that. To us just watching over each other. And down here in this community area and in the kitchen area, there was always food for people. There was always somebody to talk to. Frank took time to teach some of the grandkids that were stuck here with grandparents longer than anticipated how to play chess. Mary taught us how to play rummy cube, and now we're all professionals at that as well. I think we should just open up a casino down here soon. To figuring out how to make it work for everybody, and constantly like, have you seen so-and-so? Have you seen so-and-so? Do we need to go check on them? Nope, I saw them go with their family, they're okay. Really trying hard to make sure we were looking in on everybody and really just taking good care of each other. And I think that's awesome.
This is Lydia. here I am, one that usually offers assistance to others, and so many people stepped up to try to help me. I'm truly touched and blessed. As my ankle was swelling, I realized I probably should not walk on it. I had crutches in my Mera storage unit on the 4th floor. Joe and Joyce offered to go get them, which meant they had to go up the dark stairwell to my 3rd floor apartment, grab my storage unit key, and then go to another building on the 4th floor to retrieve them. At the same time, Dee was asking for another cooler. I had one in my balcony storage unit. So Derek was tagged to go unburied in that storage unit while the ladies retrieve the storage unit key. As he comes down with the cooler, Joyce calls saying they can't get the storage unit door open. So being a trooper, Derek goes back up the dark stairs to the 4th floor, this time to get the door open and bring me the crutches. How's that for selfless teamwork? Dee was the last one to leave the common area Wednesday night, and she checked on me reclining on the couch in the break room to be sure I didn't need anything. She was the first resident I saw early Thursday morning when she came and checked on me again. Later that morning, Pratt came and sat with me, keeping me company. She even went to the kitchen and made me a plate of breakfast. Y'all, when I divorced for the 2nd time at age 59, my family was a bit concerned about me living alone, especially my 89-year-old father. I made it a priority to bring him to the apartment complex and show him around so he could see that I was safe, comfortable, and had found a community family. Y'all are the best. We came together in a big time of need, but we really are here for each other all of the time. So thank you to each of you and every one of you for the kindness and support you share with the rest of us.
I have 2 people to thank. I need to thank Bill, and I need to thank Jaime. So we were told that we were to unlock or do whatever to our garage doors, unhinge our garage doors, so that we could actually get into our garage, so that, so you don't use your electric. Okay, so we did that. So my husband decided he was going to reconnect everything. So he went into the garage, and I stayed on the outside, and he was going to try to rehook everything. Well, I think a lot of you know my husband's on the heart transplant right now. So he went in, and I stayed on the outside, and we put the garage door back down, and it was about probably 90 degrees outside. And we couldn't get the garage door back out. And as you all know, there's nothing on the inside that you can lift, and there's nothing on the outside that you can lift. There's no handles on the inside, there's no handles on the outsides. And after he was in there about 10 minutes, I started to panic. I'm thinking, he's gonna die in there, because it's so hot. So I called Bill, and I said, Bill, you've gotta come down here and help me. We can't get him out of there. He's trying to figure this out. And then he's in there telling me, I'm gonna get a ladder and try to climb up and figure this out. Now, it's dark in there, and it's hot, and him on the ladder, he's not steady. And so Bill came down, and he's trying to talk to Mick and try to figure this out. We still can't figure it out, so now he's been in there almost 20 minutes. So Bill gets on the phone and calls Jaime, and Jaime's like, I was just over here, I'm probably 15 minutes away, I'm gonna be over there as fast as I can. So doing the math, Mick was in that garage probably maybe like 25 minutes. Bill and Mick kind of figured everything out. They got him out of there right before Jaime got over there. Mick was absolutely sopping wet. So Bill threw him in the car and told me, do not let him out of that car, turn the air conditioning on blast. And the upshot of this whole thing was, there was a buckle on the top of our garage door, which manually you couldn't even lift it. You had to push that buckle in on the garage door to get the door to even open. So nothing we did would have done it. Bill finally saw the buckle and said, it's buckling, I have to push that buckle. And then we can open the garage door. So had Bill not seen that buckle, there was nothing any of us could have done to get that open. So thank God Bill saw that. Yeah, it was just, yeah, so I wish Bill was here.
Okay, I wanted to give a shout out to the fire department
They came out and Dad.
Good advice.
So I reluctantly called them, and within 15, 20 minutes, they were very nice, good-looking young men.
You should have called us.
And anyway, they put him in his transport wheelchair that we have.
I got
So you could say what you
Mr. Ed and all the people that were down at the charging station. I don't know a lot of y'all, I just know you by face, but it seemed like everybody was kind of coming together, helping each other out. And I didn't realize the challenges that were happening while it was going on. So thank y'all for doing that for us. So Mr. Ed's the only one I really know.
Yeah.